Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So it's been an interesting day trying to film these videos and some others as well, because yeah, it's just been a really interesting day. For your key to the week, you have the Sun card, right? So ultimate blessings, light, heat, love, abundance, all of that sort of stuff. But the Sun card brings a really youthful and vibrant energy. This is an energy as well where whatever you are working on, even if it's just behind the scenes and not necessarily doing something as yet, this could be something that is truly blessed. Like this week, whatever you put your energy into, it has the potential to amplify and to become something really, really prominent, or something really, you know, growthful or gainsful. So if there is something that you're hoping to put out into the world, utilize the energy of this week, because when you have the key to, the Sun is your key to the week, it puts an amplifier on all of the energy that you're expending or that you're creating. For your actions and options this week, you have the King of Pentacles. Hell yeah, look at that, right? So focused on the work, on the money, on the goods, on the material life at this moment in time. And the fact that you have this as your actions and options, this is about what you do. This is about you seeking to get the best out of everything that you're working on. This is a week for you to, if ever there were going to be a week where you should work hard on something, especially behind the scenes, this would be that week. Utilize this energy to the best of your ability. The fact that this is effectively an archetype of you says that this week you're focused on your material goals. You're focused on, on the practical stuff, just like a Virgo is usually, but this energy is amplified. And because it's got that kind of Sun card blessing, it kind of says that whatever you put, like this week, you could do some of your best work. If you, if you've got your own business, work on something this week that you've wanted to get done but haven't been able to, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be quality. Quality over quantity is what the universe is asking you for this week. The King of Pentacles would usually be an earth sign male, usually an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, I had something fly right in my throat then. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Wands. So this week, because you've got this underneath the Sun card as well, right? There could be a lot of fun in your communications this week. You could find that there's a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, a lot of joy. You might find this week as well that you're feeling like super pepped up or opinionated. And you never want a Virgo to go in after you, because, oh my gosh, like the amount of detail, they would literally just ruin your life in about 5 sentences. It could be really bad. This week, you probably want to find a way to be passionate and forthright, but playful at the same time. You know, sometimes when somebody has to deliver like a really challenging message to you, or like when a friend has to say something to you, they'll find a way of saying it where you can both laugh about it, right? And even though you know they're being serious, there's a part of you that kind of gets what the underlying message is, and you don't take it so personally. This would be a week when it comes to your conversations, you could find that you're quite forceful, even if you don't mean to be, it could just come across that way. So find a way to say what you say, or what you need to say, or to express what you need to express, but in a way that has some humor to it at the same time. All right. But outside of that, yeah, you could just be having a laugh a minute. This could be a really fun week when it comes to communications. You could just be laughing and joking about stuff, like even maybe, because you've got the King of Pentacles there, even at maybe some inappropriate moment, like you might just really burst out. And it happens to me all the time. Like I could give you so many examples of moments where it was not, and I mean not, appropriate to laugh, but I just couldn't help myself because the event was so shocking or crazy, or do you know what I mean? So this could be one of those weeks. Just be aware. For your money and materials, you have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so not a great card, but because it is the Five of Pentacles, what is the underlying message here? The underlying message is that if you worry at something and only see the current circumstance rather than the glory or the splendor that it could be, right? This week you want to look for the potential of things. Don't look at what you have right now. This is like, you know, I don't know, let's say you're building a ship. You have to build like the whole framework first, right? And when you look at it, you probably think, oh gosh, that's not much. This is not a week to do that, right? Project your mind into the future. I know that's really sometimes hard for a Virgo because they're very here and now. But when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, the long term actually looks great. It really does. And whatever you're working on this week, it looks like you're setting that up for the future. But in the here and now, you might look at it and think, oh, you know, this isn't much, or I don't know if it's going to be all of that. It's going to be phenomenal. All right, but this is a week where you're going to have to really find and muster some sense of faith. For your home and environment, this could be a week where something ends up costing you more than you had hoped. And funnily enough, because it comes up with the King of Pentacles, this could be where you want the best of something and it costs. Do you know what I mean? Like this could be a week where that quality over quantity really shows up. Like, you know, you could, and this happens to me a lot as well, you know, when you want something so bad and you see it and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. And then when you check the price, you're like, maybe I don't like it that much. But I don't know, it's really weird because the message that I'm getting from this card this week is that whatever it is that is maybe overpriced, I don't think the price is going to get any better. So it would be an idea, if you truly want that thing and that's what does it for you, get it now rather than later. And then for your physical health and vitality, this is a week where this is not like, usually Virgos will just push through stuff. Like they're just so practical. Like it's really funny as well. Like I see Virgos as very much the type of people who, you know, like they say, well, exercise is the best recovery for small muscles. And you're thinking like, I'm sorry, my legs are destroyed. Excuse me. This could be a week where you're tempted to do that whole push through it thing. And the energy is not there for it. Okay. Especially off the back of the Knight of Wands. This tends to be a lot more energy expended or expanded, and you know, it might leave you with a little bit of a physical debt. So just something for you to think about. For your love and relations, you have the Knight of Swords. Look at this, the Knight of Swords right underneath the Knight of Wands. What do we see? Two knights. Two knights in the tarot represents intimacy. For those of you that are partnered in long-term relationships, married, this is a great week for your relationship. There's laughter, there's fun, there's vibrancy, there's, you know, sexy, steamy time here as well, which is great. The one thing that I will say to you, again, it does look like financially, there's something that you guys are either wanting to do or needing to do, and it's just kind of like you could wait, but it won't get any better. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you might as well just do it now while you possibly can, get it out the way, and then it's done. For those of you that are single, this could be a whole lot of, you know, enjoyment, merriment and connection, but there's nothing here that's lasting. All right, it's just fun. So if there is somebody in the picture that you're schmoozing and all the rest of it, just consider that it is just fun and that there's not necessarily going to be anything that comes off the back of that. All right, just consider it that and you won't get yourself hurt or upset. Okay, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.